Okay, so in our podcast today, you can be the change, and in the series Inspiring People or Inspiring Women, I have one such lady with me, who I would lovingly call Durga here. And you will know why. So, she is a cancer survivor, and she was probably diagnosed cancer at a pretty early stage, uh, but she fought it back. She just not just fought it back. She actually made it so small that today she is one of the winners of cancer that I know her very personally as well, so I thought her story is something that really the world should know and get inspired from, and hear from her how she fought it back, what motivated her, and kind of also get that inspiration for us, not just because it might be cancer, it might be anything that we would want to fight back with, but also for people who are struggling with any such disease, and her story might work as one of the motivators for others too. So here I have this beautiful young lady, and so why don't you tell us more about yourself?
Hi, Sugandha. So, thanks for such a wonderful introduction about me. Um, yeah, I'm no basically I'm from a upper middle class family.
Mhm.
Okay, I was married and I got a kid within a year. No,
Yeah.
and life was going on. You know, so in my family, me, my husband, and my son.
Mhm.
Only we three we are there.
Mhm.
And I'm a working professional. My husband is also working.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. So tell me, like, when I think you were pretty young when you were diagnosed with cancer, right? So,
yeah, it was early 30s
oh wow,
when I was
oh,
diagnosed, and my son was um 12 or 13 years of age during that time.
oh wow, that was very like, yeah, it was very young. So, how did you how did you cope with it? Like, what was your first reaction when you were diagnosed with such a
Yeah. So usually, I never get sick. That
Mhm.
from my childhood, I can count
Mhm.
how many times I got fever. So that
Mhm.
is how I would be, and I would go with all the natural medicines,
Uh-huh.
not with allopathy or. So I just even if I have some throat pain, I would take pepper. So that's whatever we have it in the kitchen. That is how no I used to make my treat my all my coughs or whatever whenever I get no. So it is very rare usually.
Yeah.
So when I realized some lump in my neck,
Uh-huh.
so I was thinking why it is, because even a small rashes or it is very rare. I just when I was during my childhood, no,
Yeah.
even a small scar or on the skin, my mom used to treat it,
Yeah.
without taking like taking it for granted, no. So
Yeah.
so she don't want to um no delay anything. So
Yeah.
whenever she sees something, no,
Yeah.
it will be very very even for the dry skin, or
Yeah.
I would say no.
Yeah.
She wanted everything to be perfect,
Yeah.
being a female daughter.
Yeah.
So that is how I was
Mm.
habituated. So
Yeah.
when I realized there is a lump in my neck, then I just googled it, and I was taking all the natural treatments,
Mhm.
having garlic or whatever it is, but
Mhm.
still it was not no getting decreased. Then I had a consultation with one of my doctor.
Mhm.
Then he suggested for no some 5 days of medication
Uh-huh.
and injection. Okay,
Mhm.
so I have to go to office, and at that time it was very crucial time. I would have a lot of work at work. Okay,
Mhm.
in office.
Mhm.
So I have to manage, and then I would go to I would take half a day leave, and
Mhm.
then go to hospital and get all those medications. But still, at the end of 5 day, fifth day, it was not no decreasing at all.
Yeah.
So then, doctor might have no realized it, but he just said to take a biopsy.
Yeah.
So that is where I opened up within the family, even to my husband. No,
Ah.
until then I didn't want to bother him. So
Oh
for
wow.
such small things, yeah.
Oh,
uh,
how good
when
was the
when
doctor?
the yeah, when doctor said that you have to take that needle biopsy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that is where I got, because injecting in the neck,
Yeah, yeah.
it will be scary for
Yeah.
us. Yeah, so then I informed to my husband, and we rushed to the hospital the next day itself and gave the sample.
Mhm.
And no, uh, 26th of January, I would never forget.
Yeah.
That is when that was a public holiday, and I was checking with that hospital, where I gave the sample, because this was another lab.
Yeah.
Um, so he was the doctor, who was the brother of the other doctor whom I consulted with for the
Uh-huh.
first time.
Mhm.
So he only suggested. So I called up the lab, and I was asking for the result, if they
Mhm.
could email me.
Yeah.
Then that receptionist said no, this seemed to be no emergency case, so you need to come and visit doctor. That's what he said.
Okay. Okay.
So then I called up. So all this is happening when I'm at work. Okay,
Oh,
evening.
wow.
Yeah. So then I called the other doctor whom I know from the childhood,
Mhm.
who
Mhm.
suggested this doctor. So since he is the brother of his brother, so I
Yeah.
just wanted to check, when this is said it is a emergency case. I hope no that he would have passed on the information.
Right.
No, because his brother was very old, and he stopped taking these biopsies in person, only for me, since the brother suggested, he has taken the biopsy.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So when he has taken the sample itself, he said it could be no TB, but
Mhm.
which could be treated within
Yeah,
6 months.
TB is
That is what
treatable.
he said. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is what he said.
Mhm.
So on the day of 26th of January, I dialed in here, but they didn't give me any answer. So they wanted me to come over there, but I was very curious what
Yeah.
could be there.
Mhm.
So I called this doctor and checked. No,
Mhm.
at first he said no, I didn't get any information.
Mhm.
That is what he said.
Yeah.
Then I no continued the conversation, saying that no, doctor, he said the receptionist said that it is emergency. No, I'm just worried. That is what I said.
Mhm.
Then he said, yes, ma, you are diagnosed with the cancer.
Oh my God.
That's what he said.
Mhm.
So during those days,
Yeah.
where I wasn't not a person to who goes to the hospital and all,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I was very fit enough to manage myself, my health and
Mhm.
all. So
Mhm.
that was a big, storm for me.
I know. Right.
And yeah, so then he just asked for. He said it is 95 percentage fatal rate is there.
Uh-huh.
So not to worry. Just that do you have any insurance? That is what he said. It is
Uh-huh.
going to be very expensive. Do you
Yeah.
have it?
Yeah.
Until then, I never thought about insurance or whatever it is. No, I
Yeah.
just go with the company's insurance. I
Yeah.
never even topped up.
Yeah.
Then, so this is a kind of information now I have to pass on to my whole family, right?
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
was really, really difficult for me. So on one hand, no, I was very emotional. I
Yeah.
couldn't. talk. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I called up my husband. So he was the
Mhm.
first one.
Mhm.
No, I told him no to check with the doctor. I didn't want to. No, I was not at all comfortable that to say that. No,
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah, right. Yeah.
that was so different
Yeah.
emotion.
Yeah.
Then he seems he called up that the doctor, the doctor, but he said no, I didn't know. That is what he said, because he was he's saying when I'm from the childhood, no,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because my dad used to go to him for
Oh, okay. Yeah,
all
right.
his
He was
back pain and
familiar.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So rarely whenever I get this fever, then
Mm.
I used to go there.
Yeah.
So that was no, when he checked, my husband checked, he didn't disclose it.
Yeah.
Then my husband called me, and no, he was shouting at me, what is happening? So when I ask, he says that he doesn't know anything. No,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what he said.
Yeah.
Then I said, then I opened up. This is
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh, okay.
So the way my husband handled, it was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
He never been too emotional in front of me, and he never
Yeah.
allowed anyone to come and visit me, or he didn't even want to tell anyone, even his very close friends and all.
Yeah.
He
Yeah. Yeah.
just don't want to be disclosed, other than close families,
Mhm.
his brothers, sisters, and my mom and dad. That's it.
Mhm.
My brother.
Yeah.
So he just that he said to come home, early.
Mhm.
That's it. Because I was at work, right?
Yeah. 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 Oh, okay. So all
So
this was happening when you were at work.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God, all the emotions that you were going through, and I can just imagine.
yeah,
I can't even imagine. You were going all that, and you were working. So you had to stay
yeah,
calm as well at work because people were
yeah.
watching. Oh wow.
Correct. I didn't want to disclose to anyone, but because I never kept anyone know
Yeah.
very close to me and all
Yeah.
at work.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
just went home, and my brother and no, my husband, they were at home.
Uh-huh.
They were very calm, as if they didn't
Yeah.
create anything. So they just you know mm, were very silent, and they were watching me. What is that? That I can understand. They
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
watching me, how I am reacting. No,
Correct. Yeah.
so that is the day, I felt like no, I felt alone. I need, I was
Mhm.
literally scared.
Yeah. Yeah. You feel
Um,
small, right? You feel like world has
yeah,
become so big, right? I mean, everything has become huge, and you are very small right now, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
And
then,
my
right,
concern was only my no, my son, because
Mhm.
he was too young.
Yeah.
After all, what he will do without mom, right?
Yeah.
So that was the one which was making me so bothered, and also which was making me strong as well.
Yeah.
I Whatever it is, I need to live for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
It
yeah.
is not
Yeah.
that I support him, because I'm also working a person, right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is not that like a housewife, I being at home, but whenever I during the weekend, or whenever during the holidays,
Yeah.
I used to stick with him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't even go to my mom's place, which is 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, or sometimes 20 minutes, no distance. So I don't go anywhere without my son. That is how I had
Yeah.
been.
Yeah.
So I was literally bothered about him only.
Yeah.
It was really, uh, I was crying a lot.
Yeah. I know.
No.
Yeah. 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 I can. Oh my God. I mean, like I have tears in my eyes right now. Since you're telling me, and I'm sorry if I made you go through that phase
No, no,
again.
no, no,
It,
no, no,
it
no.
was just like, but you said such good one good thing here. One, of course, your family was like standing like a pillar of support with you, right? I mean, standing
Yeah,
strong, very calm, and not kind of like giving you that mental and emotional support that you needed right then, right? I mean,
yeah,
your
right, right.
husband and your brother and everyone. But at the same
Correct.
time, you got the strength. Being a mom, you got the strength that I have to live for my son. I mean, like it is like moms are just so giving, and moms are just so, I would say, I'm kind of lack of word right now, but it is more like you lose your identity for your kids, right? I mean, so for you, it was not that you wanted to be healthy and back up and running for yourself, but more for your son, because you felt your son needs you. So you can't just take it easy.
Yeah.
You can't just feel like, well, yeah, it's okay. You were like, okay, no, no, this I have to beat this. Uh, Very difficult time for sure. You've gone through that, so all that is in past. So we would not like make you remember all that stuff. But thank you so much. I mean, I'm like, I still have goosebumps. Like literally, when you were telling me, I was having goosebumps. And you were going through all that. So having that courage. And I remember when I got that call about you,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was literally in shock because I've seen you. You are
Yeah.
such
Yeah.
a person, always happy. You have a smile on your face all the time, right? I mean, you are never ever. I've never seen you stressed. So I was like, if this can happen to her, oh my god, like, and I just was like, I didn't have the courage to call you back and say that what's going on. So when I saw you after that, right, I mean, if you remember,
Mm-hmm.
we met after you were diagnosed. I think you came after a while, of course.
Yeah.
And when we met, I mean, it was a shock for me to see you from like physically, of course. Your smile had not gone away. Like, I saw you standing strong and tall, and with that same smile that I had always seen you with. So I was like, wow, this is what a true fighter is. Like, she's just fought it back, and she's fought it back with all her might, and she's defeated something like cancer, which people say that it's so difficult to kind of beat. So just tell me one here thing is that you mentioned about, yes, you were going through all these emotions, and you did talk about your husband and your brother and your everybody standing. When your son came to know about it, how did he react? Or did he really did was he ever told? Or how did you kind of manage that part?
Yeah. He was very young, no.
Yeah,
So so first we thought not to disclose with him.
yeah,
We just said that I'm not feeling well and I need to undergo some treatment. That is what
yeah,
he knows. But by the time when it pass on, no,
yeah,
he would have gone. No,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Until now, I have not no asked him whether when is that he came to know. So
Oh,
he's such a understandable kid, you know.
yeah.
He didn't come and ask me any question,
Ah,
you know, even when I lost all my hairs and
yeah,
everything, no. So
yeah,
the doctor said that the so the only worry, no, during the medication period. So after crossing all these things, okay, what need to be done, and we uh, so the doctor, no, the
yeah.
oncologist, he was mentioning about all the medication and what would be the side effects and
You're right.
everything. So the all the side effects, what he said is you will lose hair.
Yeah.
So you know, right? I will have a very good hair.
Oh, you had
So
long hair. I know.
yeah, yeah. My husband no suggested to have a shave.
Uh-huh.
Um, but no, that's all. I would say no. It is all about our mind.
Yeah,
How you make strong your mind. That is when no everything you can manage everything. That is
yeah,
what I would think. So I didn't allow to shave my head. No,
yeah,
I okay. It is going to. I'm going to lose it. Let it
yeah,
be. So I myself with my hands. No,
yeah.
whenever I take a shower and no,
Uh,
I would get bunch of hairs on the on my hands. No,
mm,
I
mm,
because I made it clear. No, or strong my mind. No,
Yeah.
I had a mindset, oh yeah, it is going to go away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just don't want to shave it, but let it go. That is what. So if you accept the truth, the reality, then you should be able to manage any kind of situation. That
Yeah.
is what I think. You know.
Yeah.
So when you will lose hair, so you can see it
Yeah.
when you talk with a person who lost the hair,
Yeah.
not totally, but here and there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even my son,
Yeah.
he never showed any kind of reaction when he sees and talks to me.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That is a kind of maturity he had. No,
Wow. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
he is so understandable.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I think it
So
comes from the parents, right? I mean, if I'm hearing you, like I've seen you, I know you, right? So I know what kind of
yeah,
a person you are, but hearing from you about your husband and how he took up this news, because you know a disease like cancer or such big diseases, it's not just with the person who's dealing with it, but with for the whole family, right? I mean, the whole family,
yeah, right. It
right?
is very hard and difficult for them
Yeah,
to see a person around like this, no.
yeah, yeah,
So
exactly.
I I will no my time will pass on no with the pain. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll be struggling in that. But the people who are around me, really they will be very no sad to see me, and they will not know what is going to happen.
yeah,
Really,
yeah,
that is very hard and difficult, to be in that situation.
yeah, yeah. When
So
fear of
yeah,
unknown, right? Yeah,
yeah. On the other hand, no, I was touchwood. I was fortunate to have a very good set of friend circle.
yeah,
I don't know. God has given me such a circle. No, just before a year, no,
yeah,
when I got diagnosed
yes,
with this cancer.
yeah,
That is when we got in touch with, we got close,
mhm,
and then during such time, no,
yeah,
they helped a lot.
uh-huh, yeah,
Each one of them, so I had three families, no, each
mhm.
one of them, they would prepare some or other nutritious food, and they will make sure that they will come and give it to me.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so my mom used to take care of my son,
Yeah, yeah,
preparing food and sending. That was a really really great reliever to me.
yeah,
Otherwise, no, because for this kind of medication you should
yeah,
be stress free, first one,
yeah,
and
yes,
you should be very strong enough,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
that I need to, there is no way I need to come back. Okay,
right,
that is
right,
a kind of mindset you should have.
right.
So during the medication, you go and take the medication, and you will be down for 1 week. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
whole week, it is really a hell.
yeah,
So during such time, again getting up early and preparing food for the kids, it is really will be very hard and difficult.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
my mom, no, she has taken up the charge, and she took care of my son very well. So that
nice.
helped a lot, and also the nutritious food.
Yeah,
So my parents came and stayed back at my home, and they were helping me.
yeah. Okay, wow. Yeah, I mean, you bring up a good point, right? I mean, you need to have a very good support system, right? I mean, you had that support system, of course, with your family and your friends who uh, now you are saying you're blessed because you are such a great person, good person as well. So, you kind of, kind of say good, like, I've seen you, like, you kind of gel with people very well. You don't have, like, you're always very positive kind of a person, so people do get attracted, or people do want to get friends with people who are very positive. So I've seen that with you. And yes, you're right. I mean, having a right support system when you're going through your tough time, and having people who believe in you and who are ready to fight with you, right? Against that thing that you're dealing with. You really need that people, because that gives you that kind of, I think, support, and then the courage that I am not alone in this, in my journey.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
now talking about it, what is it that so much good stuff that we've talked about, but it is like like if I have to ask you, for the people who are going through with this kind of a journey, like your mantra, like how you passed through this time and how you pushed it back, your mantra, your kind of mantra that you will pass it on to people who you would like, what should they know about it?
Okay, so obviously, no, we are not Mahan, no,
Yeah.
saying that I keep calm and no, no, that will not. So
Yeah.
whatever the emotions, how much ever, just cry it out and no, leave it there.
Yeah.
2 days or 3 days, cry it out.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw out all the emotions. Then make a plan. First of all, no, you have to be very strong in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you cannot fight.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how the people would say no. So a second, if you think no, if you have a second thought, you're gone.
Yeah.
So the cancer would revolve, no, surround
Yeah.
around you. That is
Yeah.
how it will happen. So the stress you should. So during the medication, you will have all the pains and everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
either you should have something to divert your attention.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, no, you will you will feel all the pain. So
Yeah.
unless you are diverted with some other stuff, you will go through everything. And also no, you should not worry about anything,
Yeah.
which is again no, a booster for
Yeah.
uh, for those cancer cells.
Yeah.
That is how that is what I would say. So be strong,
Yeah.
and you should have some no vision, like this is what I want, and for that I need to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, like how I was thinking, no, the first thing I came into my mind is my son.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
I need to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, no, it is not that he cannot survive without me, but
Mm-hmm.
it would be little better protective. That is what I would say. No, he's so no, innocent, and people will take him for granted. So
Yeah.
where I just wanted to be around to safeguard it. That is the only thing, no. And
Yeah.
also, there are many people who are going to work even during the medication.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if at all, if your health supports you, you should,
Mm-hmm.
but it should not be a burden or stress. It
Yeah.
should
Right.
be a stress buster. That's it.
Right. Right.
So even for me, no, I it took some 6 months of time for all my
Mm-hmm.
medication.
Right.
So every alternative week, I will have to take up the medication,
Right. Right.
and it is such a irritating thing, you know.
Yeah.
So the last, so I would be counting the cycles.
Yeah.
So after 6 months of medication, I should take a break of 1 month, and then I should again start up with the radiation. That
Right.
is what the treatment no protocol given to me.
Uh-huh.
And so as soon as this chemotherapy is done, I just started to work.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And after 1 month, I was just Googling, okay, whether we can go office after taking radiation and everything.
Yeah.
So it was 50-50. That is what it was mentioned. But I
Yeah.
tried it, and with the God's grace, no,
Yeah.
I used to take the radiation and then straight away go to office.
Uh-huh.
So that is what I have done. And no, my husband supported a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many people who will allow, no, after spending so much of money, and no, he just said not to, no, just quit the job, but I didn't want to. But
Yeah.
doctor, no, when he heard that
Mm-hmm.
I started to work, he
Mm-hmm.
said that that is the right thing that I have done. No,
Nice.
otherwise, no,
Yeah.
uh, being idle, it will again. You should get occupied. That is
Nice.
one more thing which I
Nice.
think, it will
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree, and wow, like hats off to you, kudos to you, to being positive and kind of keep working and kind of uh, you know yeah, it's in past now, so all is good, and you did it. So I mean, I'm literally out of words, and it is still giving me goosebumps. Like you are telling me, and I'm just like you were going through all that, but I am just hearing it. I'm getting that goosebumps. So, but this is really very positive. Yes, to stay positive, to not to take like stay calm, and of course there would be emotions coming out, but then and let those emotions come out is also very important. So it's like, yeah, you said it right. I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big anyone who gets such news is a big news. So you expect that person to be calm, that would not be like, you just can't. I mean, it's irrational to expect that. But having to deal with those emotions, and knowing that now the next steps, and getting through that is also really important. So thank you so much, like sharing with us your journey, your inspiration, and sharing with us like the mantra to kind of beat anything which seems impossible. Like, I mean, I think, as it is said, even impossible says I am possible. So I think you literally did that. You literally kind of made it true. So hats off to you. Many congratulations to you and your. I mean, I would say kudos to your family, your husband, and your son, and everyone who supported you as well. They need this kind of an acknowledgement as well. That not just the person who goes through, but the person who people who are supporting, and seeing that that the person who's going through has a journey which is at least less stressful, is very important. So to have people around you. So thank you so much again. I mean, I can't thank you enough for sharing your journey with us. And I'm sure people who will be hearing this podcast will get inspired. I mean, we do have people around us who are dealing with any such issues, or it can be cancer, it can be something which is really very, very, very big in life. But hearing your story, probably they'll get inspiration as well. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us, and we hope all the very best for you, all the very best of health for you. And I'll be talking to you more later.
Yeah. Thank you, Sugandha, for giving such an opportunity. Hope this would help, for those who are into such a situation.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course, that it will. Thank you so much. Have a good
Yeah,
one.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. Bye.